Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's go over this because this could be beneficial to a lot of people. All right, so you did take the initiative. You've already got your website up. We got that. We went through the website. It's beautiful. It looks good for middleman in the cleaning service. And so, all right, so you went ahead and posted your first post on Craigslist, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
All
And
right, so
it was,
first post is posted on Craigslist. Huh?
yeah, go ahead, Sean. I'm listening.
All right, and so you got a couple people to respond from Craigslist, so they've already reached out to you. And so what you did then is, are you telling me that you went back to the ISP and started negotiating a lower price for them so you could keep more on the deposit, more of the deposit commission?
Yes. So, like I said, I reached out to him a few weeks before that, just to get a feel. So then I
Okay.
reached out and said, hey, I'm not necessarily a customer. I have a job that I would like for you guys to take on for us. And they was like, hey, well, how much would that be? And I pretty much told them I had a job for 250. And really the job was
Okay.
worth 350 because it was a good sized standard house, but they wanted more of a detailed cleaning. So they agreed
All right.
upon it, and we went from there. And I sent over the agreement to them. They signed, and then we were good to go.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
so
Okay.
that was a good thing.
All right. And where was that? Is that in Charlotte where you still
Yeah.
well, not where you are, you're in Germany, but your company's operating out of Charlotte. So was the job in Charlotte?
Yes, it was in Charlotte. Yeah. Charlotte,
Okay,
Concord area.
All right. All right. So you reached out. All right. So you reached out before you got a customer, you had already connected with some ISPs. And so you reached out to one, told them that the price is going to be 250, charged the customer 350. And so you took $100 deposit commission, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. So $100 deposit commission was taken, and then you forwarded the agreement and then the work assignment to the crew. Okay, got it. Have they completed the job, or is it something that's coming up?
So yes, they did complete the job. No issues at hand.
Okay. Oh
So
man,
yeah, so I
look
was
at
excited. I
that.
couldn't wait to get
Hey,
married.
wait. Let me ask you, Lloyd, how easy was that to make $100? How easy was that?
Oh man, that was too easy because immediately when they called me, I had the strip of everything I needed to know. So it was literally maybe 5 to 8 minutes tops. And then I pretty
Oh man.
much went
So
through the
where
script.
else are you gonna make where else are you gonna make $100 in 5 minutes? I'm just saying, man.
No, nowhere. That was probably the easiest $100 I've ever made.
Come on, dude. You make that from phone. And not only that, because I always tell people you can do this from anywhere. Where are you located right now?
I am located in Germany right now.
For another year, a year and a half, right? That's what you told me.
Yes, I have another year and some change. So,
Where are you booking the jobs at?
so I actually went into Craigslist and posted it,
Okay.
paid the subscription on there, and I started out. Right
Okay.
now, I have a 30-day plan with them.
Okay.
I'm waiting
So,
for
but
more
you're booking
hits.
jobs in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So you're in another country booking jobs halfway around the world in your hometown and getting paid. So this gets, I get giddy, man. Like I get chill bumps because I love when people finally get it and they go, you know what, this dude ain't just saying stuff like this. You could really do this. And so, but they have to. Oftentimes, they have to hear from somebody else like you. They have to hear from you, Lloyd. They have to. I had to see Lloyd's website, and they got to go to your website, which is dynasty-servicespro.com, just in case they want to go verify. But I just, I just want to show people how easy this is. That you can take the master class, set up your business just like that, have a script just like that, template, everything, forms, all that provided. Get on there, connect with ISPs through Facebook and other things. Post one ad on Craigslist for like $5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Turn around, because you said two people reached out.
Yes, 2 people have reached out within the first 72 hours of me posting on Craigslist.
Okay, so that could have potentially been 200. If you don't mind me asking, what happened with the second person? That were you able to book them or not?
So the second person, they reached out but they did not follow through with the booking. From some odd reason, it was something that came up and they wanted to book a later date. So I do have them still scheduled, but they did not book at the time
Okay.
that I needed them to.
Right. Okay, gotcha. So this will be a follow-up, and I'm glad we get into this. So what you would do now that for whatever reason, because it could be legit reasons that people have to reschedule. I've done it. I know how it works. And so now what you want to do is you want to do a 48-hour follow-up. So here's what you do with that. As soon as the customer says, hey, I apologize, we're not going to be scheduled now. Now you're going to go ahead and do a follow-up, and the follow-up can be through text message or email. I would do both. So I would just simply follow up and say, hey, here's what I would do, because implying is everything when it comes to booking jobs. I would contact them. The first thing I would say is, thank you for allowing us to be your cleaning service provider. That's the first thing I would say, Lloyd. Even though I haven't touched this person's house, I would remind them that we're the ones they chose. Thank you for allowing us, or for choosing us. Probably in the beginning, put choosing us. Thank you for choosing us as your home cleaning service provider. And when you go back at the end and send a thank you for your customers, you're going to say, thank you for allowing us. So in the beginning, it's going to be the follow-up is going to be thank you for choosing us. And then when the job's complete, you do a follow-up in like a 3 to 5 question survey to see how your ISPs perform. It's going to be thank you for allowing us, because it's already been done. So something, and I'm just doing this off the top of my head because I don't know much about the cleaning service. Let me ask you, do you go out and clean people's houses?
Not at all. Not at all, Sean. Just a little research.
Hey,
That's it.
come on, man. Look, hey, be honest with me. If I told you that hey, look, I like that you got a cleaning service, Lloyd. I like you making money. Here's what I want you to do in the next 30 days. I want you to set up a carpet cleaning service, not just home cleaning. We're going to tie in some carpet cleaning service. And then you don't even have to sit there and go, well, how do you do carpet cleaning? You would be like, oh, bet. I already got the blueprint. Set it up, launch it, and go. Like, it's the same blueprint. And I'll be sitting there like, so you don't know how to clean carpet? No, I'm not cleaning anybody's carpet. That ain't the blueprint. No, there are plenty of people who already do it. The blueprint, and the crazy thing is, Lloyd, I can say that about home cleaning, window cleaning, window tinting, dog walking, mounting televisions, moving service, website design. You don't know anything about it. I don't either, but we can middleman it just like that. Just all we do is book the job. That's it. You're proof that you don't have to go out there and clean. You can't clean a house in Charlotte when you're halfway around the world. Ain't possible. So, all right,
easy it is.
Follow up.
That lets you know just how easy it is. It's just too easy.
It's easy. A year from now, you'll be in multiple industries. Probably this Dynasty Cleaning Solutions will be nationwide. If you could book one job a day in Charlotte, just one, and all of a sudden you're open to 100 cities around the country. Just imagine if you could just book 10 jobs a day, just 10 all around the country, which should be easy to do when you open up nationwide. Now you have $1,000 a day. Your VA handles all your calls, all your customer service, everything. You don't even talk to people no more. Your VA handles all of that. You're sitting back like a CEO, enjoying life, contacting your VA, looking at your Stripe payments at the end of the night. That's it. That's the hardest thing you'll do is, hey, how's everything going? I see we had 7 calls. I see we had 10 calls. We converted 7. What happened with the other 3? That's it. That's the hardest thing you'll be doing. And growing your company. Hey, calling your VA and saying, hey, we're about to open in 3 other cities. I'm going to bring another VA on. I want you to train them, teach them everything you know. I'm going to pay you for that time. I'm going to give you 8 hours to train them. And then we're going to grow into another city. The VA is going to be like, thank you, because they get paid commission every time they book a job for you. So now they're excited because they're like, hey, I'm going to get more calls. I'm making even more money. Let's go. And
Definitely.
now, even if your company goes to $1,000 a day, you're at $30,000 a month, $360,000 for the year. Now you're making what I call almost stupid money because it does not require you. When you get to $360,000 a year, you can almost do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Money's not going to be a problem. Inflation ain't going to bother you. You're going to be $1 million every 3 years. Now you live it. They're in a house that you like that you can't buy. They're in a car you can't drive. So, but I'm excited for you, man, because that's where I want you to get to. All right, so let's go through a little bit of that. So remember, before I forget this, you want to do a 3 to 5 survey after the ISP contacts you and says, hey, the job's completed. Always make sure they do. Hey, let us know how it goes, blah, blah, blah. Follow up with the customer. Thank you for allowing us to be your number 1 cleaning service provider. I'd always put that number 1. Thank you for allowing us to be your number. See, I do this so much, man. Like I've been doing since 2020. This stuff's programmed in my head. Thank you for allowing us to be your number 1 cleaning service provider. For us, with our moving company, we would do moving. Thank you for allowing us to be your number 1 cleaning service provider. Why do I say it that way, Lloyd? Because I want to remind them that we're number 1, and they said it. Make them say we're number 1. That's why we don't call ISPs contractors. Because people are always like, you mean a contract? No, we don't deal with contractors. We deal with independent service pros. Well, why do you call them that and not just say contractor? Because we're training them to be professionals.
Yes.
We're training them to be what we want them to be. You're a pro. Those are the expectations I've set for you. What expectations do you have for yourself? Right? Let me raise the bar for you. You're a professional. You're not just a contractor. Contractor implies, hey, I'll show up, do this, I'm out. I don't really care. I ain't going to put a lot of effort into this. Service pro says something different. Hey, I'm a legit business. We have integrity. I'm going to show up and do the best job possible. So,
yes.
Lloyd, you're going to do follow-ups with the customers, 3 to 5 questions, about and ask questions about. Never ask them a yes or no, by the way. You don't want yes or no's and you don't want to lead them down the path of remembering something bad. Remembering something like, hey, one of the guys smelled like cigarettes. So you don't want to go into stuff like that. Your questions want to lead them to the right answers and the right mindset. Your questions are there to program them. So when you email them, remember, when you talk to an ISP, you're not calling a contractor because you're programming them to be a professional. When you respond and say, thank you for allowing us, you're programming them that, hey, you allowed us, you chose us, and you know we're number 1. You're programming them. And so when you contact them with the follow-up, you're going to say something along the lines of how excellent, was the service. Stuff like that. Like, thank you for allowing us. We have a few questions about the service we provided, and just kind of lead them down the path you want them to go. So you're going to stay away from the questions about, is there anything you didn't like? Because you don't want to lead them down the path of remembering things they didn't like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is this making sense to you?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. You always want to have them with a good feeling, but also get a feel of how the company did.
Correct. Now, I do this with my son. My son's 4, Weston will be 5 coming up, and he'll be starting kindergarten. But when he was in pre-K, I would pick him up, and sometimes he wasn't having good days. I hate school. Don't get me started on that. My son never had a bad day until he went to school, and they give out these bears for good kids and bears for bad. I was like, hey, you got to stop that. Don't do that. He's 4. He doesn't have bad days. He's a child. And the teachers didn't like me after that. But but what I would do, I used to make the mistake in saying, hey, how was your day? And then if he wasn't having a good day, he'd be like, it was okay, but he'd be quiet in the back seat, and I know something's wrong. I took my kid to you happy this morning, you send him back all sad. I don't like that. And so what I started saying is, and I told my wife, I said, from now on, we're not going to ask him how his day was. She was like, what do you mean? What are you saying? How do we find out? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to lead him down the path that we want him to go down. And so instead of saying, hey, Weston, how was your day? We're going to say, Weston, what was the best part of your day today?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And that makes perfect
So,
sense.
come on, man. So instead of saying, hey, what'd you think about our service? No. What did you like most about the service provided?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite thing about having us provide a cleaning service for you that would make you want to share our services with someone else? Because remember, in the training I taught you, Lloyd, that follow-up is so important, because follow-up is gonna do a few things. When the ISP contacts you back and say, or texts you back and say, job completed, job done, bam. Okay, now the next phase is follow-up. And of course your VA is going to be doing all this, but you need to know it because you need to know how your business works. Your VA is going to follow up with the automated questions. She doesn't have to type them, think about it. It's automated, sent to the customer's number. Hey, quick survey about Dynasty Cleaning Solutions. Bam. And then it's going to say, what was your favorite part? I'm just making up a few questions, but what was your favorite part of having Dynasty Solutions? Always plant your business into their mindsets too, Lloyd. Dynasty Solutions. We're not just a cleaning service. We're Dynasty Cleaning Solutions. What was your favorite part about having Dynasty Cleaning Solutions in your house? Providing the cleaning service for you. Remember, always be programming. What was your favorite part? And then they'll say it. And then you do the survey. Now the survey lets you get some feedback on the service that was provided, and it allows you to grade your ISP. So if you get some feedback you don't like, it's not the worst feedback, but hey, we can't keep doing this. It's got to be better than this. You can't be on your phone, right? That's not a deal breaker. Now you can reach out to the ISP and say, hey, we're going to have a ton of work that's going to be coming your way. But in order for us to continue to work together, and this should be in your agreement with the ISPs too, you cannot be on your phones. So, hey man, I got you. Won't happen again. Okay, bet. Done. Because I had this problem early on with movers here in Dallas when I first started in 2020. And customers were like, these guys were doing this, doing that on their phones too long. And don't get me wrong, I know you need your phones. Everybody's addicted to them. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. But when you're working, when you're in the customer's house, I understand your phone's on. I understand somebody's going to text you. I don't know what your life is like, what your situations are like. This might be important. I got you. Step away. Don't do it frequently, but if you have to, hey, just step away for a second, use the restroom, something, and check and get back to work. But do it quickly. Just don't do it over and over again. So, but now you get feedback about the job. Now you can grade your ISP and follow up with them. They did a great job. Hey, the customers loved you. I'm looking forward to working with you guys. Never say working. As a matter of fact, take that out. I'm looking forward to partnering with you. It's always a partnership. They don't work for you. You don't work for them. It's a partnership. I'm looking forward to partnering with you guys in the future. I'm going to have a lot more work coming your way. And so I'm excited about it. I know you are, right? Talk to you soon. So, and so that's what the follow-up is. And it doesn't stop there. This is the last part of the follow-up. The last part is whenever you do the survey, not only is it going to tell you what the customer thought and then tell you how the ISPs performed, it needs to have something attached to it where it says, because you rated us so highly, remember, always lead them. Because you're pleased with our services, or because we did an excellent job for you, would or can you think of 2 or 3. Always say 2 or 3, because if you tell them 1, they're just going to say, I don't know 1, and leave it at that. But if you tell them 2 or 3, they might dig up 1. So can you think of 2 or 3 people or friends or family or relatives who could benefit? You can word it how you want, but can you think, I would just say, can you think of 3 others who could benefit from the incredible cleaning experience that we provided for you? Can you think of
Yes.
others that could benefit from the incredible cleaning experience that Dynasty Cleaning Solutions programming has provided for you? That's what you're going to do at the end of the survey. Survey, bam, we did a great job. Can you think of this? Then the very last thing on the survey is going to be put a link. Hey, if you don't mind, in so many words, please go and leave a review. And put the link. If you're listening on Google, that's a good place for it. Now, if they give you bad feedback, don't attach the link. But if they give you great feedback, attach the link. Now, the other thing is, when you give them that, hey, do you know 3? The worst case scenario, they're going to say, no, can't think of anybody. All right, now you're going to follow up in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Follow up in about 14 days. And say again, hey, thank you for allowing us again to service you. Glad you had an excellent experience. Just wanted you to know that we now offer referral incentives. Remember, we asked the first time and they couldn't think of anybody. Now we're going to double back in 2 weeks and say, we'll pay you if you can think of somebody.
Nice.
Earn up to, right? So you can say earn up to $50 or something. Earn up to 100. That's what we used to do. Earn up to 100. We give $100 bonus, a referral bonus, if it was like a $5,000 job. But we just say earn up to 100 because 100 gets their attention. But for most jobs, we gave out like $25 because they were small jobs. Even for you, you'll put earn up to $100 per referral. And they might say, man, I sure like to make money with this referral. You know what? Let me think about who I can refer. And bam, they might possibly refer 1 person, right? And now that person, you go out, now you got another cleaning service job. You take a deposit, take 100. Then you would be willing to send 25 to that person, that former customer, for providing you with that. And you could just send them a $25 gift card, like a Visa card. That's what we did. So a $25 Visa, I'm giving you a lot of information here, but you're starting to see how this thing gonna play out very soon.
Definitely.
Lord, imagine if you had all this in place now. You'd be like, man, come on, let's go. You'd be like, man, I'll be at 10,000 and by midnight. I'll be at 10,000 a month by midnight. So
Definitely.
So now you're gonna do that, because that's how this follow-up. I'm glad we got into all this, because there's a lot of people who took the trainings and forgot this, and they need to know this. For all the students, you need to know this. And so all of a sudden you're going to do the follow-ups. The follow-ups give you all the information you're looking for. Then you're going to follow up the follow-up with a referral follow-up. Bam, hey, just checking back. If you know anybody, you can earn up to 100, but of course you're gonna do about 25, no more than 25% of whatever you take. So, and just put in a gift card. $25 usually good, man. So if I book the job for moving here in Dallas, we take $150, ship $25 for the referral. Now, the important thing is you don't pay the $25 out until you get paid. Yeah. So whenever they pay the deposit, that's what it's going to come out of. So now you've made an extra $75 because you're going to send off 25 that you would have never made had you not reached out and followed up. And so after that, Lord, then you're going to do it every 6 months with the same customer. All right, what was your question? Because I know our audio is kind of off a little, but what was your question?
Yeah, I didn't have any questions. I was just saying, like, that's great stuff to make sure, because that's one of the key steps to progressing. But I was at the point of being excited of actually getting someone and knowing how easy it is to get in the door. But like you said, with your course and everything that you taught in your course, there is a process. So to keep this thing going, I'm gonna
Yeah.
still have to follow up. So yeah.
Yes, yes. And I'll be here to work with you through all of that. That's why we're doing this video. We're going to share this video online on probably on YouTube, put it into the private training too for students to be able to get this information, because a lot of people need it and the follow-ups are important. So and that's why we're going to do it this way. And so for you, again, all right, so you reached out, you got a customer, you got 2 customers, you converted one, so you have 50%. That's amazing. You're probably going to be at 100% once you do the follow-up. How many days ago did the customer reach out for that quote who didn't book immediately?
So this was about 3 or 4 days ago. It wasn't too long ago.
Okay.
So yeah, about
All
three or
right.
four
So
days.
go ahead and do the follow-up. Yeah. Go ahead and do the follow-up, because your VA is going to do this too. Hey, in 48 hours, I need you to follow up. And you're going to follow up with a phone call. And then, 24 hours after that, follow up with a text. And then 24 hours after that, follow up with an email. And if they don't respond after that, we let them go because they're not looking to do business. They're looking to waste time. So we're not going to go through that. But so do the follow-up today. Reach out to them. Thank you for choosing us as your service provider. Let them know they chose you, so they can go, oh, that's right, I did choose these guys. Let me go ahead and book with them. And so you're able to, and when you took your deposit, did you take it over the phone or did you take it through email, or how did you do it?
Yeah, I took it over the phone. So I got the card information. I have
Perfect.
Stripe, so I had my account set up, so that's how I was able to take my deposit.
Come on, man. How easy is this?
Too
Come on,
easy.
man. See what I'm saying? This is too easy. Just think, once you book that one, you got 2 calls, 2 bookings, $200 in probably 10 or 15 minutes. That's it. Now, in the future, you won't spend any time on the phone. Your VA will do all that. You'll make $200 talking to nobody while you're out having lunch with your friends. You get a Stripe alert, because if I've been on Stripe for years now, you should get a Stripe alert as soon as the deposit is processed. Do you?
Yes, they alerted me. Yeah.
Bam. So you're sitting out hanging out with your friends somewhere in Germany, I don't know, just chilling. And then all of a sudden you look down, you got an alert from Stripe, $150 deposit paid by such and such. And you're like, man, I just made $150. How'd you make 150? You're sitting there talking nuts. I'm telling you, this is easy. Like, I found this guy on YouTube. He started talking about this middleman business. What I didn't realize is it was the business blueprint of the future.
Yes.
Didn't realize it. It was the opportunity of a lifetime. Or aren't you worried about AI and all? No. Because AI can't go in people's houses and clean.
Mm-hmm.
AI can't pack customers' furniture and put it on a truck. No, we're safe. This is the service industry, one of the safest industries. Come on. This is going to be amazing. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. Go and do those follow-up processes. Go back to the Facebook group. Look at the rules and regulations. Repost again from your own Facebook page, not your business page. And again, you got a beautiful website built for you. Just in case anybody was wondering, I have a guy who builds websites, and so Lloyd used him. I used him. Some others have used him. Dynasty-servicespro.com. That's the site. Beautiful, amazing. Check that email stuff too for the website. Check that. Respond back and let me know or let him know. Either way, you can do it directly to him, or I'll reach out to him. It's fine, but double check that. But get started today, because I know it's probably nighttime over there in Germany. What are you guys, like 9 o'clock now, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it's about almost 8 o'clock here. So, yep.
Okay, gotcha. So I know you're about 7 hours ahead. So, but whenever you get a chance, just because it's 1 o'clock here, but whenever you get a chance, go ahead and check the email, make sure all that stuff's tidied up. Go and check the Facebook stuff, make sure you get all that straight. And then go and follow up with the customer so you can get paid again. And put the repost again on Craigslist. Post wherever you can. to because you know, post in places, it doesn't cost a lot, and go ahead and start getting these jobs in, because I know you're not there in Charlotte. If you were there in Charlotte, you could be passing out business cards, flyers, you'd be killing it. But I know you're not there, so a lot of your business has to come online, pretty much all of it. But still, you were able to book a job from Germany for Charlotte. If that doesn't tell you, you're not even in the country you're booking jobs in. If that doesn't tell you this is easy and you can literally book jobs in any city in the world, I don't know what to tell you. So do that stuff.
Yeah.
Follow up with me and let me know. We'll jump back on a training call as soon as you can. And but if you don't mind, man, let people know before this video ends, those who are on the fence, wanting to join the Middleman Masterclass, knowing they need to get away from these jobs and these paychecks, knowing that these jobs can let them go any day and they'll crash and burn at zero. And they're sitting there on the fence saying to themselves, I think I need to join this class. I think I need to join it, and just second guessing. If you don't mind, in the next 30 seconds or so, tell them why you believe from the heart, no script, no anything. Tell them why, Lloyd, you believe that they should stop thinking about it and join the class now.
Most definitely. It's just one of those things you have to take the leap of faith. Just like anything, you want the best for your life, you want the best for your family. So taking that and getting the course and believing that this is going to benefit you is well worth it. Your mind could be the worst thing that could hold you back, and I'm guilty of it, right? But once you get past that and you start putting these things into action that Sean is putting out here with this course, it is unbelievable. So I recommend anyone to go forward with this and do it and stick to the plan and understand what's going on. And Sean is amazing. He's going to help with everything. Cynthia's amazing with getting back. So I'm sticking to this, and I can see myself continue to progress. So it's definitely worth it.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Thank God you found this channel. Thank God I was obedient to my purpose putting this information out. I never knew anybody wanted it or needed it. It was something I've been doing since 2020. One day somebody said, hey, start sharing this online. There's a lot of people that need this. I was like, okay, I'll start a YouTube channel, see what happens. And so far, so good, changing people's lives. And man, that's all this is about, because we know these jobs are not safe. We know, you know, these paychecks are not a consistent source of income. You can keep your job if you love it. I'm not against jobs. I'm just saying, don't let it be your only source of income. If you could be at work and still make money, come on, what are we talking about, right? Hit that link, subscribe. I'll drop the link in the video description below. I'll drop it in the first comment below. Click it, get to it. If you have any questions, you can email me. Other than that, you heard it from the lips of the man, Lloyd, who's doing this out of another country. It blows me away just thinking about that. I told my wife, she was like, what? I was like, yeah, he's in Germany. This dude booking jobs in the military. He's booking jobs over here in Charlotte. I was like, but that's just the beginning. This dude's going to take over Carolina and then Atlanta. And I'm telling you, this thing's going to blow up. If you could book one job a day just in each city, and if you're in just 5 cities, you're all of a sudden you're making $150,000, $160,000 a year. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Without leaving the house. So, all right, Lloyd, I'll let you go, man. Let me know when you need to get back on. We can send. I'll have Cynthia send you one of my schedule links so you can check the schedule. But I know for a lot of students and for you, it kind of varies. So if you don't see anything on there you like, just reach out to me directly. We can always set something up, because I know you're in another country. Other than that, because today's Wednesday, we need to get back together probably next week, or as soon as you get, because you know I don't rush you, but as soon as you get that stuff done with the follow-up, get all that process set up, get all the questions you want, all that. Remember, program customers. And then you do the follow-up, get your stuff set up. Here's my questions I'm going to start using for the survey. You know, here's how I'm going to grade these ISPs, connect with them. By the way, the ISP that went out, you said they did a great job. So in the future, you're going to have a link where the customer is going to say they did a great job, and click the link and go leave you a public review. Remember that. You definitely want to get them to do that, because that's value. If the customer sends a bad review, then you're not going to send the link to post online. You don't want bad reviews. And we'll talk about this more in the future, but I do have a way where you're going to be able to reach out to the customer so they don't go online and post a bad review. I have a system where you're going to follow up with the customer and remind me of this, because I talked to so many different students about different things, but remind me of this, make a note of this, that we need to go over the customer said it wasn't a good experience. What do I do now? And then I'm going to teach you how to follow up so that they don't go online and leave a bad review. Okay. How to incentivize that. So we'll do that. Has the ISP, the one that performed really well, have they reached out to you after they did the first job?
Yeah, so we pretty much connected. I told the ISP that if I
Yeah.
have anything else, I would definitely notify them, and they say, "Hey," so it's just like a partnership that's opened up. So if I need them, hey, they're gonna be there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So I told you, once you feed them, they're not going anywhere. They need the work. Now, the one thing that you did say is you said, hey, whenever I do get some work, I'll reach out to you. So you always want the ISP to know that they're number one in your mind, that you have their best interest in mind, and that you can't wait to give work to them. So instead of saying whenever, from now on, when you say, remember, it's all programming. So from now on, when you say, hey, instead of saying, hey, whenever I get some work, you want to just say something along the lines of, hey, looking forward to working with you. Going to be sending some work your way very soon. Something like that. So always let them know that you're working constantly to get them work. It's not going to be a, hey, whenever I get it. No, no, no. We got work on the way. Hang tight. Okay?
Yeah. That will make it. That's the basic partnership. Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, let them know there's always work on the way. So I got to go, man. I forgot to charge my phone. My phone's about to die, but I'll talk to you very, very soon. Let's follow up and get started on some more good stuff and get you making even more money, okay? From Germany to the States. My God. All right, talk to you later, Lloyd.
All right, John. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye, man. Peace.
All right, peace.